Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy, Fun World, man, and today this is a kind of serious topic. It's the explanation of how my COVID-19 experience was. So, let's get started with this. So how I got COVID-19 was my mom was sick with it, and I knew she was sick with it. I knew it. But I didn't know like the extent of how bad it really was. Like this was way back when COVID-19 first emerged in the U.S. It was around late March, early April, something like that. I had just gotten out of school. We were supposed to be on spring break. We had a 3-week long spring break. That's what we were told. Is that we were supposed to have a 3-week long spring break. Yeah, that didn't happen. We had to be on online school for the rest of the year. I didn't go to online school because I can't do online schooling. It's the most difficult thing for me ever. I can't do online schooling. Even if there's like a piece of paper in front of me, I can't do online schooling. It's just super hard. Anyways, how it was. Alright, I first started out like, I started throwing up and everything like that, and that's kind of when I was like, okay, there is something going on, because I never get sick. At least not like that. A couple days before that, before I like threw up, and I knew something was up. I threw up before that, but I kind of thought, maybe I just smoked a little bit too much weed and ate a little bit too much Sour Patch Kids, because Sour Patch Kids was all I ate that day. And I got sick, so I didn't really suspect anything of it, because I didn't know anything about COVID at the time. So I get sick again. This time it's in a library parking lot, believe it or not. Me and Mom stopped at the library, and I was like, oh my god, Mom, I feel so sick. And I got out of the car, ran down to, okay, so the library, imagine like a whole setup about this big. Okay, this is the whole library parking lot. My mom's right here, right by the front door of the library. I ran from my mom's car, went about right here, and threw up. And there was a spot there for a couple of days. Actually, a couple weeks, because it was still there when I got out of quarantine. So I was in quarantine for like 2 weeks. I was thinking a couple of days. I don't know why I thought that. Called the doctor. Doctor said I have to quarantine for 2 weeks. I'm like, oh great, yay, another quarantine. Not because I had one like recently or anything. I just had to be quarantined at some point in time because I had a respiratory infection, and this was when I was about 15. So it was about 3 years before COVID actually hit. Excuse me, because this was back in 2017. And I knew how it felt to be quarantined because I was quarantined for 10 days. Couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything, nothing. But my mom just got out of being sick from COVID. I had to stay over at her house because obviously my landlord, he could have died if he would have gotten COVID. So I go over there. I go over to Mom's house. I bring all my stuff over there just so I can have something to do instead of just laying in bed all day being sick. Oh god, I still remember this first night. Oh my god, it was terrible. I was trying to go to bed because I really did not feel good. I felt terrible. I felt like shit. I really felt like shit. And oh my god, I still remember this like pitch perfectly. I go to the bathroom. Okay, because I thought I was going to get sick again. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to get sick again. And I didn't get sick. I would have much rather gotten sick than what actually happened next, but I didn't get sick. What I believe happened, because this does seem like every part of what happened seems like that's what this would be. So I got really, really dizzy. Like, so dizzy that my eyes, like, my vision was blurry as hell. And my vision's blurry anyways, but this was, like, significantly blurry. Like, this is so blurry I can't see shit. I call out to my mom. I'm like, Mom! 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 And I called out to her like 5 times, and I was like, God damn it, Mom, wake up! And I fell, because half my body, the left side of my body, went completely numb. I couldn't feel shit. I couldn't feel anything in the left side of my body. I couldn't even see out of my left eye. Really, it was kind of like that situation where it's like, oh my god, dude, like, what the hell just happened? I was on the floor. I was kind of laying like this, and I tried getting up, and I realized I couldn't move the half left of my body. I couldn't move any of the left half of my body. And I was like, okay, how the fuck am I gonna get to the couch? Okay, like, how the fuck am I just gonna get to the couch just so I can fucking sleep? Go to sleep. Hopefully I wake up. So my mom was scared to death. Okay, she was so scared that she risked her own life being with a COVID-19 patient, staying with me the whole entire night just to make sure I was okay. Obviously I was okay. I woke up the next day. I felt fine. I still felt sick, but I felt better than I did the night before. That was probably the worst part of it, to be honest. I do think I had a stroke, to be completely honest, because how else would you explain I can't feel the left half of my body? Like, how else can you explain that? Like, I was laying like this, and I had to literally force every bit of my right body just to turn over, flip over, and just crawl on one arm with one leg. And that really sucked. Even just climbing on the couch was hard as hell. I could barely do it. So, a couple days passed by, and I remember I was making burgers because I thought I was really, really hungry. I made 2 of them. As soon as I sit down to go eat the burgers, I went and got sick. As soon as I plopped the plate down, as soon as I sat down, I felt it. It hit me like a train. Like, I knew I had to throw up. And I got sick, and my mom said, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I went back and ate the burgers, because I really didn't give a fuck. I just got sick. I feel great. So that went on for, I think I threw up 3 times during my whole 2-week quarantine. It sucked. It really sucked. You don't want COVID-19. I know people are out there saying like, oh, it's a fake virus and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. No, it's not a fake fucking virus. It's real. It's a real virus. We're dealing with the worst thing that could possibly happen to people. This could, and I'm not saying it is, because there's not like a higher mortality rate than the other disease I'm about to mention, but it could be worse than cancer. And I'm not saying that to be like, okay, cancer patients are, they have the weak virus. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is that COVID-19 is so much easier to get. It's so much easier to get, and it could kill you. Cancer, it's like if you wait long enough, yeah, it's gonna kill you. Because it'll be like stage 3, stage 4, and once it hits stage 4, you're basically done. there's almost no chance of surviving. But with COVID-19, it's a little bit different because you have a bigger chance of surviving. But when you're in like a younger age group, or like, okay, say like a few months to about 10 years old, if they get COVID, they could die. They could legitimately die. I don't know about 10, but I'm pretty sure they could. So, I mean, even a 17-year-old having a stroke, that's almost unheard of. That's almost unheard of. Throughout my whole life, I've had seizures. Throughout my whole life. And I've had bad ones, like to the point where, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of grand mal seizures. Those are the type of seizures that I used to have. I believe that what happened to me was way worse than any seizure I think I've ever had, to be honest. Now, I am kind of a hypocrite because I don't really anymore. I did, after I was done being sick, I still hung out with friends. I still, did everything that I would do as a normal person. But that was probably like one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my life. Because, anyways, if I didn't have COVID-19, I don't think I would be the person I am right now. I don't think there'd be a reason for people to think the things that they think of me. And I don't know why they think these things. Because if you get to know me, I'm a very, very, very nice person. I am a nice person. I'm probably one of the nicest people you will meet, to be honest. I know I'm always sounding like angry at these fucking Karens and feminazis and everything like that. But to be honest, the thing that really will get me mad is if somebody hurts another person. That's something that kind of gets me mad. Like, if they're hurting a person for no reason, that's when I start to get mad. Alright. That's when I start to get mad. When they're hurting somebody either emotionally or physically or sexually or whatever. However these people are hurting other people, if it's for no reason, they don't deserve it, fuck you. And I mean, especially in times like this, there is no reason whatsoever. I know I completely switched topics. I'm gonna have to make another video after this. You already know I am. Because I'm gonna be dragging on about bullying people. You know what? I'm just gonna exit off this video. Probably make another video just to explain how I feel about things. But yeah, that was my explanation on what COVID-19 was like for me. I know I keep looking over here. I'm trying to look at myself in the camera, and it's really hard for me. Like, I have ADHD, so it'll, like, if I dart towards you and then dart back, it's because I'm looking at myself in the screen. No, it's kind of creepy, but whatever. Anyways, hope you guys have a very fantastic day, very fun time, and goodbye, whatever, blah, 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 blah.